Mukherji here. Please give them a huge round of applause. Okay, so a warm welcome to the legendary Mithali Raj and the very talented Taapsee Pannu and our very own Mr. Srijit Mukherji.
ये सब सृजित दा की वजह से है ना। अगर हम आते तो हमारे को मिलने नहीं आते ना। Oh, thank you. Very nice.
আচ্ছা আমি বলি কি ছবি হবে হ্যাঁ ছবি আলাদা আলাদা জায়গা আমরা ঠিক করেছি সেখানে আমরা ফটো আপ করবো সো আমরা এখন ছবি তোলার জন্য মারামারি না করে প্রেস কনফারেন্স আপনারা প্রেস এবার কনফারেন্সটা হলেই প্রেস কনফারেন্স হয়ে যাবে ঠিক আছে সো ছবিটা আমরা পরে তুলছি আগে আমরা একটু আড্ডাটা মেনে নেই ওকে
Okay, so if you want to ask a question, please raise your hand first. Please, okay. Okay, you the lady. Yes, please ask.
ওই পেছনে একটা মাইক আছে ওটা নিয়ে বললে সবাই শুনতে পাবে
हेलो दिस इज देवरती फ्रॉम मूवी स्पॉट व्यू सबसे पहले आप लोग का वेलकम इन कोलकाता तापसी एंड मिथिला जी आप लोग कैसे हैं
बहुत अच्छा
ड्यूरिंग मेकिंग कोई मेमोरीज है हम लोग के साथ शेयर करना चाहते हैं आप मेकिंग का मेमोरीज कुछ हम लोगों के साथ
मेकिंग के टाइम मैम तो बहुत बिजी थी मेकिंग रिकॉर्ड्स देयर शी वाज बिजी playing and training in the World Cup camp and I was busy working really hard to somehow just make sure the ball hits the bat.
कितना टाइम लगा स्टडी के लिए
देखो इनिशियली हमारे पास सिर्फ 2-3 महीने थे बट फॉर अ चेंज कोविड हेल्प्ड अस अ लिटिल बिट तो वी गॉट अ लिटिल बिट एक्सटेंशन तो वो 2-3 महीने के 5-6 महीने हो गए बाय द टाइम वी शॉट द क्रिकेट पोर्शन सो आई हैड लाइक 5 to 6 months before we started shooting in total.
Okay, moving on to the next one. Yes, again the lady in yes, a yellow kurta. Okay, please pass the microphone. Hello, good afternoon to you all. Well, I'm Riya Shraddha Chatterjee. Okay, please quiet everyone. Please cooperate with each another.
কি কিছু শুনতে পাবো না তো সাইলেন্স প্লিজ
Hello, everyone. Well, I'm Riya Shraddha Chatterjee from Music Bangla. I do have a question for Taapsee. Well, playing living legend is quite tough. Definitely when she's right next to you.
Thankfully she was not next to me when I was shooting it.
Absolutely. So the person who trained you, Nosin Alkader. So how did she train you and how did she make you Mithali?
That is the wrong question for me. You would ask that to Nushin. I'm sure this is probably the toughest training she's ever given to anyone till now.
Every shot was perfect. But how did you step into the character?
Oh, that's good, sir. But you know when you are going to play someone as legendary as her, you don't have the privilege of going wrong. So that is when I remember Srijit sir के साथ मीटिंग में मैंने कहा सर आपके पास माइक है आपके पास मॉनिटर है जब तक ओके मत बोलना जब तक you don't get the perfect shot. So I was like giving it totally surrendering it to him that you because he's a cricket fanatic so I knew that I will have to work really hard but cricket गलत नहीं जाएगा that I was sure because he was there so that really helped. Nushin did the work before I went on the shooting spot and then thereafter it was in his hand so honestly I had the only credit that I have to give to myself is that to work really hard but the output that you see is because of Nushin and then in his hands.
And the lady sitting right next to you?
Well, that is only the review I was waiting from here because the only review I asked for after seeing the trailer or after watching the film was hers because I was like I don't really care of any other review. I just want to know from her how did she feel because it's her life. It will not happen again for her, it will not happen again for me, not happen again for Indian cinema. So this is the first and the last time a film like this is going to get made. After this, whatever you will see of women's cricket, you would have seen something before. So the first time always becomes special. So yeah, and I got my reviews and I'm very happy.
It's like scaling Mount Everest. Mount Everest অনেকে চড়েছেন, but the first time is always very special. So people still remember Tenzing and Edmund Hillary because of that. So we have our Tenzing and Edmund Hillary who scaled the story of women's cricket for the first time. And I will add a little bit. So when I first went to meet Taapsee, we sat down, we started chatting. Taapsee offered me tea. I asked for a cricket bat instead because our first meeting started off on a technical note that I have seen some footages. I want to see how we can change the backlift slightly, how we can change your stance slightly. Then I had a conversation with Mithali. She was in a bio bubble. So I asked her that how is her backlift different while facing spinners as opposed to pacers? How it has evolved over the years, because 2017 footage we were seeing of the World Cup, the stance was slightly different from other footages. So we got into the technicalities pretty soon, and something which I told Taapsee very clearly, Taapsee, playing cricket will not suffice. You have to fall in love with the game. And that is what she did, because every day at 6 o'clock we used to go. I used to pad up with her as well, so we used to practice on adjacent nets. And all the bowlers bowling, apart from a couple of actors, all of them are state level players. So Taapsee practiced facing people who have bowled at the state level. So there was no shortcut, there was no sugar coating of anything. I remember she once got her toe very badly bruised by a New Yorker. She faced full-on cricket, and when she started connecting and hitting those cover drives, the satisfaction which I saw on the face, I told her that this satisfaction you can only capture on camera if it's for real, and that happened for real. So in fact, I remember one day of shoot I had said pack up because we had done, and Taapsee was still playing. She continued playing in the field, and that kind of sums up the entire experience for me. The person who had never held a cricket bat was now playing even after the shot was over, the shoot was over. She was continuously playing with the girls in the field. So that has been the incredible journey.
So it was all blood and sweat.
Absolutely, absolutely.
That's for sure. Okay, thank you so much. Moving on to the next question. Raise your hand. Yes, you.
Okay, please pass on the microphone.
Please pass on the microphone.
একটু মাইকটা পাস করতে হেল্প করবেন, মানে মাইক নিয়ে ছোড়াছুড়ি হলে তো ব্যাপারটা দৃষ্টিকটু লাগবে। না মাইকে করবেন প্লিজ, যা করছেন।
हेलो हेलो मैम, मेरा सवाल मिताली मैम से है। जब आपको पता चला कि तापसी पन्नू आपकी किरदार निभाने वाली है रियल लाइफ में, पहला रिएक्शन आपके माइंड में क्या था?
पहला रिएक्शन ये था कि एक्टिंग तो कर लेगी वो, पर ये कि बैटिंग कर पाएगी कि नहीं, ये मेरा डाउट था। लेकिन ट्रेलर देखने के बाद अभी तो मैंने कहा था कि बहुत इम्प्रेसिव बैटिंग रहा है मूवी में, ट्रेलर में। सो आई एम श्योर पीपल विल एंजॉय वाचिंग द मूवी एंड या that was the little apprehension I had when I got to know that she is going to do the role.
थैंक यू मैम। मैम तापसी मैम से मेरा क्वेश्चन है, मैं ताज़ा टीवी से हूँ।